Oh, it was so together. The great thing about going live is that you're live. Okay, well. I want to make sure I can get it on both of my pages, so that's why I try to go live on both pages. Okay, we're a little crooked down here, but that's okay. I am Sean J. You are now watching From Pain to Power, and I am here today with one of my good friends. It took us a while to get there, but I'm here with Jacqueline Sykes of Heart. And you're watching From Pain to Power. Every Wednesday, I'm right here with the different guests, with someone speaking about their pain and how and what it took for them to birth their power. So today, I have Ms. Jacqueline Sykes. I'm going to give her a moment just to share with you all a little bit about herself, where she is right now, and the things that she has going on with her life right now today.
Yes, good afternoon. It's now 12:15. Everyone come in. There's a lot that's going to be shared today. A little bit about myself. My name is Jacqueline Sykes. I am a licensed realtor. I'm 33 years old. I have one daughter who will be 13 at the end of this month. I'm a licensed realtor in DC, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. I also am the founder of HEART, Housing Assistance Resource Team, where I rapidly rehouse veteran recipients, vouchers on a large scale, and I fill up buildings of investors. I am so happy to be here, but it sounds good. But before I got to this level, there was pain. There was a lot of things that went on in my life, and I'm gonna give the floor back to my beautiful Sean, as she asked me questions as to how I got to this point.
Okay, so right now in your life today, you are a realtor.
Yes.
Do you want to say what company you're with?
I can say what company.
Okay, what company? I'm going to get comfortable, y'all.
Yes, please.
You know.
Yes, I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Preferred Properties in Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
And so how long have you been doing real estate?
I've been in real estate for about 10 years. I've been licensed for almost 4. Yeah.
Okay, so 10 years ago, you walked into my office on Marlboro Pike. I was on Marlboro Pike at the time. This lady has been a thorn in my side for the last 10 years.
Up until maybe a few months ago.
Yeah, but I love her. Like, we have our moments, but we always come back together. And I think that's one thing I love about our relationship is that we are two women that do disagree at times, but we always come back together and we always support each other.
Yes, we do.
So I want to say thank you for always being there. Yeah. You have no idea on Marlboro Pike how sometimes the electric was about to get cut off or the rent was due and you walked in with a check. I need some business. So I just want to thank you for always being there, always supporting my business. And yeah, so let's dig into it.
Let's go. Let's get in. Thank you for the hearts. I see the hearts over there. Thank you. Let's dig right in.
All right, so I just found out recently that, and we were just talking, having a general conversation where you open up about being in foster care. And that's something 10 years that I've never known about you. So let's talk about that experience.
Yes. So at age 9, my mom passed away. I was placed in group homes and foster homes at age 11. I went throughout a lot of group homes, a lot of fights, girls stealing my stuff. And then I was placed in foster care. Most likely my foster mother is watching too. She follows me on Facebook and we still keep in contact. Wasn't easy because with that you had to guard your feelings. You would go to a foster home and you'll fall in love with this parent because they treat you so good. And then the government will call you and say, hey, we have to move her. We have to send her to a different home or, something like that. Or I would have a mentor that's really taking me out and doing stuff with me. And they say, hey, that mentor is no longer your mentor. We have to switch you and change you again. So through that, I guarded my feelings where I just wouldn't love. I would be cold and I would go into my own cocoon and just rely on just me. And if I went to a home, I like that foster mother, I like that mentor, but I would then just kind of separate myself, because if they leave, guess what? I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be okay. I had to tell myself that I'm gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Just shake it off. No feelings. Be tough. Be strong. And that's what I had to do. So it was not an easy journey. I was counted out. I was supposed to be the one that had a whole bunch of kids and promiscuous, and I wasn't going to be nothing. But God said, no, that is not so.
Powerful. Very powerful. So with going from foster home to foster home, how do you think that has played a part into your adult life building relationships?
It has played a major part. For those that are on my Facebook, I did just share this. Hopefully you guys are watching and you can understand why I am the way that I am. How it played a part is because I haven't until now, very recently, I haven't attached myself to people. When it comes to female friends, I'm there, I'm gonna laugh with you, I'm gonna uplift you, but there's always that wall where I gotta protect me, because if I like this girl too much, or if we connect too strong, if she leaves me, it's gonna be like, oh, she'll be back, or, just guard myself. So it affected my relationships with females, because it was always about, I had to guard myself, and if they don't reach out to me, I'm not reaching out to them. And it did not mean personally that I did not love them. It did not mean that I did not want them to be my friends and stuff like that. It just mean, worry about Jackie, cover yourself, put that bubble around you, worry about you, but when they're ready, they'll come. And that's what affected me in my friendships. When it came to personal relationships, I've always been in long-term relationships, but the problem was, I was always quick, as they used to say, to throw in a towel. I was always quick to say, oh, you got a problem? All right, bye. All the time, I felt some kind of way, but I was okay with him going, or, with my friends going and doing their own thing, because I had developed in my mind that this is the way it was just going to be. People going to go, people going to come. Protect yourself.
So some people are, they're contemplating on whether or not to become a foster parent. Foster children have a bad reputation of being bad, out of control, just being hard to handle. So what would you say to that person that's right now that's contemplating whether they should allow a child that they have no idea where they came from or what's inside them into their home?
The first thing I have to say is, don't think about self. Because when you think about self, you're saying, hey, I have to protect my home. I have to protect me. I have to protect this. I have to protect that. So guess what? I'm not going to save a life today. That's what you're saying to yourself. You're saying you don't want to save a life today, because I wasn't the best. I was not the best foster child. I wasn't rowdy and bad, but I did like a boy here and there. Yeah, I did. I wanted to sneak on the phone and, stuff like that.
That's all children, though.
Yeah. So when you say, as a person who is considering being a foster parent, you have to also say that, hey, I am willing to open up my life and save a life. I always look at life like this. If the head is not good, the body will not be good. So that means if the child does not have strong parents or people, guardians around them, they will be no good. But if you know in your heart that you can be good for that foster child, you can shift everything that they're going through. You can shift their attitude. You can shift their future. Because if you know, when you look at life, our book of life has already been written. We're just walking through the chapters of our life. And in this chapter, this is the chapter that you're supposed to save a life. Don't turn the page without having that child name written in your book.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Crystal just said that she's thought about becoming a foster parent. So, Crystal, you just heard it from Jacqueline herself. Go ahead and open up your door. If you have the space for that child, you can definitely change your life. So, yeah.
Crystal, definitely have wraparound service for that child, which means you can't do it all. But the thing that you can do the most, Crystal, is open up your door. Open up your door. Have a conversation with that child. Let them know exactly where you're coming from. Let them know exactly what you're expecting from them. Do not have that child come in there and you just have a bed for them and you're going about your daily life and you're not fostering that child with wraparound service. They need it. I needed it. I needed that mentor. I needed, that counseling sessions that I didn't understand then that now help me as an adult. So make sure, if you are considering that, to definitely have wraparound services for that child.
I remember teaching. A child came to me and said to me, "Miss J, I love you." I'm like, "What?" And they told me that because I was so hard on them. And I didn't understand until that moment that children want to be disciplined. Children want to know that you care, and they feel that love by the discipline. You being strong on them, you being hard, tough on them, tough love. Like, children really do want that. They don't really want to be in a house where they can just do whatever they want.
That's true.
They want that structure. They need that structure.
That's true.
All right, so we're gonna move a little bit. For that person that has been through the foster care program, situation, lifestyle, and they feel like they've been discarded so much that now they really don't have that hope, and they're not as strong as you are right now today. What would you say to that person that's there and they're at a crossroad, if they don't know what to do, where to go, they feel left out, they feel abandoned, they have abandonment issues? What would you say to that person?
Well, everything that you just mentioned are feelings. They feel discarded. They feel abandoned. They feel these things. And guess what? Feelings can change. So one thing I have to say is, when I was going through all those things, and I felt the same way, when the judge told me at age, I think I was 12, he said that you're going to stop running away. I'm not going to lose you to the streets. You're going to go to residential. They put me away in Richmond, and I felt abandoned. I felt alone. I felt like nobody cared. But what I did was I got on my knees. I got on my knees and I prayed, and I literally did pray. And what I did, and I don't want to say this is what I want all of the other kids to do, but what I did is I prayed and I said, God, please remove all of those bad thoughts. Remove the bad thoughts that I'm feeling. But the crazy part is, God absolutely removed those thoughts. And to this day, literally, Sean, a lot of the things that happened to me as a kid growing up, a lot of the feelings that I felt, I do not remember. I literally don't remember. Like, my aunt will ask me to this day, do you remember when you did this? Or do you remember that? You remember when they made you feel like this? A lot of the stuff I really don't remember. But with that, all throughout everything in your walk, whether it's good or bad or whatever, you have the power to change that through prayer. And it works. It is real. I did not believe in it. I did not. It is real.
DJ Superman just said that he lost both his parents as a child, and that left him with a huge hole in his heart. So I believe that you just touched on that. You lost a parent. Your dad is still here. How is your relationship with your dad now?
So I got to go back because on November the 9th, it'll be my mom's birthday. November 19th is when my mom passed. At 9 years old is when she passed. I was 9. And at 9 years old is when my daughter's dad passed. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So her birthday is November 9th. She passed away November 19th. I was 9 years old, and my daughter lost her dad to suicide when she was 9. So that's crazy, right? But you said, how do you deal with that?
No, I was asking you, how's your relationship with your dad?
So my dad was
the nines. Your
the
mom
nines
passed
crazy.
Away on
her birthday. Her birthday was November the 9th, which is approaching. She passed away November 19th. I was 9 years old,
and your daughter was 9
when she lost her dad. If you can just ponder on that, if you can just feel that, right? You'll say, how is she still standing? How is she still able to cope with people? I tell you, through God's grace. It's all through prayer. I'm not perfect. Nobody out there is perfect, but literally it's all through prayer.
Absolutely.
And belief. Like, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta go into your safe space where it's just four walls and you and God, and you gotta scream, and you gotta get on your knees, and you gotta plead the blood of Jesus over all your situations. But you have to believe. Because if you don't believe and you don't stand authority to those problems, they will take over you. It is real. It's real.
It is real.
It will take authority over your life. It'll have you to believe things that are not real. It'll have you to feel alone. It'll have you thinking about suicide. It'll have you looking at everybody around you as if they're your enemy, because the devil will change their faces. It is real. You got to stand on that thing. Right where you are, you stand on it and say, this is a lie. This is not real. My life is not supposed to be like this.
Absolutely. I remember, that's crazy. I remember coming home from church one day, and I took a marker and a piece of paper, and I just wrote on like 10 sheets of paper, this is not my life.
This is
and
not.
I posted it all around my apartment. This is not my life. And you have to just go and create whatever it is that you want and what you see for your life. Jackie, you are amazing. 10 years ago, you walked into my office, and to see your transformation in the last 10 years has been absolutely amazing. You did a little, you know. But no, seriously, you are absolutely amazing. And you're walking in power. And you don't look like nothing you've been through.
No.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Sean.
I really need you to hear that, though. I am absolutely proud of you.
Thank you, Sean.
And what you're doing with real estate, what you're doing to help the housing community in D.C., what you're doing with Wakaya, changing people's lives. You're amazing.
But it only happened, Sean, when it actually just happened. And it's crazy. I was walking in it, but I didn't understand. It actually just happened. I had a conversation with a very, very, very important person who don't understand how much he shifted my life when I was in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. You're like, what? A couple of weeks? It don't make sense. Yes. So I've always been this motivational type of person. I've always been this heartfelt person. But all of this stuff that's releasing right now, all the stuff that God is giving birth to, is because of my conversation with that one gentleman. He said, Jackie, everything that's going on in your life is because you attracted it, which is true. And I believe in law of attraction. I got that. Mm-hmm. But then he said, until you look in the mirror and you love on yourself unconditionally, the love that you give other people, they won't really understand it. And you'll look at it like, oh, I did this for them. Why they not doing it for me? You have to really look at people and really love on them and really invest in them. And then God will double fold that back on you. And that's what had to happen, Sean. I had to really sit down and look at it and like, you got to love on you. Until you look in the mirror, you really won't understand your purpose. You won't understand why you had to go through that pain to reach the power.
Absolutely. One other thing that he shared with you is what?
What? Tell me.
Okay, so he shared this with you. You came back and shared it with me, and it moved me.
What?
To this Saturday opening my doors to connect with women.
Yeah.
What did he share with you?
Oh, you're talking about the thing that came to my mind, what I'm trying to do?
No, what? Instagram. You said he went onto your Instagram
page. So he went on my Instagram page and said, you got about 6,000 something followers. You're following about 500. He said, when I go through your page, I see all pictures of you. He said, to the average person, they'll say she's stuck up. It's all about her. She's not connecting with nobody. If they ain't doing it for her, so it was all about me. So the goal now is to connect with each and every one of you. The goal now is when I see you and I want to take a picture, don't be pushing me off, because it ain't all about me. I want to bring more people into my atmosphere.
And we have to get to that place where we are open to other people.
Yeah.
We're open to connecting. We're open to building relationships and not being scared that the person's going to walk out or it's not going to work, or what if this or what if that. Yeah. So that was pretty powerful that you opened up the door to this event on Saturday for me.
Yes. It's not about, if you look at your life and you make it all about you, it's not about you. God didn't put us on this world to make it all about us. He put us on this world to make it about each other, to love on each other, to support each other. Not call Sean when I need her to support me, but when she need me to support her, I don't show up because I'm so busy. Right. It's commitment. You have to commit to one another, because guess what? When it's time, like it was moments when I had my birthday and probably like not many people would show up. They'll say they coming, but they don't show up. And you know what? I used to be like, oh, forget it. It's about me. Okay, well. But the truth of the matter is, did you show up for them? Yeah, you might have sent the gift, and yeah, you got the money to send a nice gift and stuff like that, but did you show up for them? Because it wasn't even about the gift. They wanted you there. Right. So, my goal and my mission in ending out this year is to show up. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up, and I'm going to make a commitment to everybody that's around me. And at the place where you stand, it is my goal to grow you as well as you pour into me and grow me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been amazing. Jacqueline has to get to another meeting, so I'm not going to hold her long, but hopefully she will come back and join us another day, because there is a lot more that I would love for her to share with all of us. This has been amazing. Thank you for being transparent. I know that it's not easy to be transparent, but I do believe that you do find strength in being transparent.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you for being here.
You're welcome.
You all, I will post her link on my Facebook page. Please go and follow her, get in touch with her. If you're looking to buy a house, rent a house, or sell a house. Did I mention all of them? I think I got all of them. Buy, sell, rent.
There's some more. There's some more.
Please get in contact with her, DC, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. If you're living in DC and you're looking for us, you still Section 8, right?
It's not Section 8. It's called Housing Choice Voucher.
Oh, excuse me, Housing Choice Voucher. And you need a place to stay. She also works with that program. So please just get in contact with her. She is doing amazing things in this area. You all, please, this is someone that you should definitely know. And I believe that she will be here this Saturday.
I will. It's on my calendar. I will show up.
Okay. And it's crazy about connecting with people. You will find that when you all get connected, that you all are still, you're on the same path together.
Yeah.
One may be just a little bit ahead in different areas so that you can push each other. But you said we have so many similarities right now. And so that's pretty awesome to me. All right. So I am Sean J. Every Wednesday right here at 12 o'clock noon, from pain to power. Remember, your pain's only purpose is to birth your power. Walk into your power. Start creating. Start living it. Start breathing it. Start believing in the power that is within you. And you will see that your life will take a shift like no other.
Well, I have one more thing, if I can, real quick. And just because I just want to share this with somebody, I don't know who's out there who's experiencing this, but it just fell on me. When you have a step back, it's not designed for you to sit down. That step back is designed for you to understand what you have done wrong, recollect your thoughts, and pull yourself back together. So just because it may look like that you fell off or you fell down or something, don't sit down. Get up, think about it, write out your plan, and move. Life does not stop. The clock does not stop. And when you stop, you're slowing down your path to your goal. So do not sit down. Stand up. Talk to somebody. Call Sean. Talk to somebody. Connect with somebody. Get an accountability partner. It's important. Get an accountability partner and let them help you pull through, because that's what it's about. Everyone grabbing somebody's hand and pulling together, not letting their hand go and letting them fall aside. And I just wanted to share that real quick.
Thank you. More powerful statements. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please reach out to me at seanj@gmail.com. SHAUNJAI@gmail.com. I would love to have you and hear your story and give you the platform just to speak from your pain and to tell us what birthed your power. Mm-hmm. Talk to you all next Wednesday at noon. Bye.
You done on this one?
No.